Hello and welcome. This is Angie with thecountryshootcottage.net. I realized I needed to drop back all the way to the start because some of you might be new around here. Today we're going to talk about what is a Cricut machine and what does it do. Now, this video is sponsored by Cricut. However, all projects and opinions are my own. So maybe you just stumbled upon this YouTube channel and you're checking it out. Maybe you are searching Google and wondering what exactly a Cricut machine is and do you need one? Hopefully this video will answer those questions. So what is a Cricut machine? First of all, when we're talking about Cricut machine, that's a general term because there are three different Cricut machines on the market right now. So you have the Cricut Joy, the Cricut Explore Air 2, and the Cricut Maker. Three different machines. They do basically the same thing, but each one is slightly different. So basically, in round terms, a Cricut machine is a digital craft cutter. So it digitally cuts things from paper, adhesive vinyl, so vinyl that has a sticky back, or vinyl that's called iron-on or heat transfer vinyl that has an adhesive on the back that's heat activated that you can use to make things like shirts. Things like that you can cut with your Cricut machine. So how does it work? Your computer, your phone, your tablet send a signal to the Cricut and tells it the path to cut. Now you use a free app for this. The free app is called Cricut Design Space. It's available for your computer, for iOS devices, or for Android. Now, when I say that, you can use any of these Cricut machines with all three devices. However, there are some limitations on mobile. So if you're considering purchasing and you're only going to use on mobile, you may want to look at some of the restrictions and make sure that they won't affect you before you purchase. Now, Cricut Design Space is a free app. You download the app, you can play around with it, you can do all kinds of things with it. You can use your Cricut machine for free with that app once you purchase the machine. However, there is a monthly subscription that you might have heard about. It's called Cricut Access. When you purchase a Cricut machine, usually you get like a free trial of Cricut Access for a month or so. I encourage people, number one, to use that free month or whatever comes with your machine to test out Cricut Access and see if you really need it. So pay attention to how often you use your machine during the month and how often you use that Cricut Access subscription. Cricut Access gets you access to an image library of images you can cut, a font library of fonts you can use with your machine, those kind of extra things. Now, if I don't want to pay that monthly fee for Cricut Access, can you still use your Cricut machine? The answer is yes. You can upload your own images, you can design in Cricut Design Space with free shapes, and you can use the fonts on your computer or your device. So, if I find a font on one of those font websites, either for free or I purchase it, I can put it on my device and then use it with my Cricut machine. Let's say I find an image on a free image site or a free SVG on a wide variety of sites. You can upload that to Cricut Design Space and use those with your Cricut machine. So no, you don't have to have a Cricut Access subscription, but some people like it for the ease of use. So how does a Cricut machine cut all those materials we talked about? So it does use a blade. All of these Cricut machines use a fine point blade to cut the thin materials we talked about. Now, as you get into more thicker materials and different materials, you do have different blades for that. And I have a video all about blades. Once you get your machine, know which machine you have, you can learn more about all the blade options. But every Cricut machine comes with the fine point blade, so you can get started cutting that paper, vinyl, iron-on, that type of thing, right away, right out of the box. The other thing you need with your Cricut machine is a Cricut mat. Again, each of these Cricut machines come with your first mat. And the other thing I love about when you get a new Cricut machine is it comes with the materials for your first project, as well as a link, and it'll just walk you through that first project. So if you think like, I'm getting my Cricut machine, what am I gonna make? I recommend that first project out of the box. The other thing all these Cricut machines can do is draw. So each one will come with a pen. You can buy a wide variety of colors as well. When you get your machine, you have that pen. You can use it to draw fonts. You can use it to draw images, that type of thing. So don't just think about making that card with paper and cutting out those paper pieces to put on your card. Think about using that pen on the inside of your card to write your sentiment. So if you struggle with handwriting, which I do sometimes, use your Cricut machine to do it instead. The other thing I sometimes struggle with is when I print something and I need to cut around it. That detailed cutting with scissors is just not my thing. I don't think I have the patience for it. So I did want to mention the print then cut function, because I think that's something a lot of people use when they get their Cricut machine. So when we're talking about that function, the Cricut Joy, the smallest Cricut machine, does not work with your printer and the print then cut function. The Maker and the Explorer series do. So they will connect your device with your home printer with your Cricut machine. So you design on your device, you're able to send that to your home printer and print something, and then this Cricut machine is able to see that and cut around the perimeter. So if you print something fairly intricate and want to cut around it exactly, let the Cricut machine do that for you. So that's something not a lot of people realize, I think, that their Cricut machines will do, and something that's super handy for just everyday living. So whether you need to like organize and want to print labels, draw labels, cut labels, it will do it all. So it will actually print that and then cut around it. So super useful function that I think most people can use in their home. So now I talked about 3 materials that all Cricut machines will cut, right? So I talked about paper, adhesive vinyl, and that iron-on for shirts. But Cricut machines do so much more. Even the smallest Cricut Joy can cut a ton of other materials. Now, that's where the differences start to play in, as far as what materials you can cut. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a link below. So if right now you're like, okay, this Cricut thing sounds amazing. I want to cut all these different things out of paper for my paper crafts, or I want to make shirts for my family. I really want to learn more about the Cricut machine and which one I need. Drop to the description below. You might have to click read more. I have videos comparing these Cricut machines and what all they cut, because there is quite a bit of difference. And you want to make the right decision, right? So you're going to make an investment in a Cricut machine. You've decided that. You want to make the right decision, so do your research. Number 1 tip, you've decided you want to buy a Cricut. Number 1 tip is to do your research. Decide which Cricut machine you need now before you make that investment. So head to those videos and watch away. Decide which Cricut machine you need. And then, once it comes to your house, what do you do now? Now you're confused. I also have a free Cricut course just for you. So drop below, sign up for my free Cricut course as soon as you get your machine, and it'll walk you through 7 days of videos to help you learn your machine. I have everything right here on my YouTube channel. This just puts it in a format where it helps you to follow along, even if you're just getting started and a beginner. Now, if I still have not convinced you that you need a Cricut machine, you are still not sure, if you're just kind of on the fence about whether you should get one or not, what I recommend, Cricut Design Space is free, and you don't have to have a Cricut machine to take a look around. So download Cricut Design Space on your computer by heading to design.cricut.com, or from the App Store on any iOS or Android device. Then start playing around with it. Take a look at all the options, all the cool things you can cut. You can scroll through the image library and the project library right in Cricut Design Space and take a look at the cool projects you can make without even having a Cricut machine or an Access subscription. Like, it costs nothing to look. Scroll around, look around, see all the cool projects you can make. The other thing you can do is head to my website, and I'll link that below, to all the Cricut projects I've made over the years. That might also inspire you, like, I want to make something just like this, how do I do it? The final thing I'm going to leave you with is, if this video has made you really want a Cricut machine, you've watched the videos, you still don't know which one you need, leave a comment below. Tell me what kind of crafter you are, what you want to cut with your Cricut machine, any other details you think might be relevant, and I will help you decide which of these Cricut machines that you need to purchase. Why would I do that? I want to welcome everyone to the Cricut family, and get you on board with a Cricut machine, because if you've landed here, you're probably doing your research on a Cricut machine and if it's the right machine for you. So let me help you along that journey. I hope this video helped you. I hope you now know exactly what a Cricut machine is. I might also secretly hope you want one, but even if you don't, I hope you learned exactly what a Cricut machine is and does. If this video did help you, give us a thumbs up. If you have any questions about anything we covered, you can ask those in the comment section below. And if you haven't already, head on over to our YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button, especially if you've decided to purchase a Cricut machine. We have Cricut videos every single week and you don't want to miss any of those. But I also have crafty videos all the time, so you might want to subscribe even if you decide that a Cricut machine is not for you. So I hope that helped answer your question, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank y'all, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.